I'm taking my time. What's the use in running? I've been taking it all with a grain of salt. Ain't a sweet thing coming. I've got a silver gun in my pocket and some metal for the ferryman. So an old man dad's called Bones coming knocking, I'll knock him through the devil's hands.
Welcome to Murder, She Rolled. I am Alan Seawright. I have a YouTube show. I cry on the internet for money. But I play Lucky Kurtzel, a half-elf ranger with dark secrets and battle scars, emotional and physical.
Oh my gosh. When is that spinoff book coming? My name is Stacey Harkey. I do sketch comedy and like crack jokes with my friends, rat stuff, all that good stuff. I play the character Posey Borgion, who is a highfalutin charismatic. He's not Southern at all, but I just got caught up in the moment. But he's just, charismatic, kind of fast talker, loves to get the information, maybe likes to steal things too a little bit of a klepto. Who isn't?
Hi, my name is Ethan Vandermeiden, and I'll be playing the character of Edwin Winthrop. Hold up.
Winthrop.
Wow, I didn't even get that right.
Winthrop.
Winthrop. Edwin is not entirely with the program. He is the cousin of Delilah. He's the type of person to play chess with Uno cards. That's
like when we're playing video games, we give you the control that's not plugged in.
Yeah, you give me the controller, you give me the TV remote.
And you have the most fun of any of us.
Yes, completely.
Hi everyone, I'm Hope Vandermeiden. Again, just super happy to be here. And I play Delilah Winthrop. She is a homeschooled, naive girl with a lot of opinions and loud and messy and really hates her father, if you couldn't tell in the last episode.
Hi guys, my name is Shona Kay. I tell stories for fun, for a living, about things that make people laugh, cry, and feel joy. I play Amber Ziffindale, known as Zippy. A visual for you. Just imagine zipping up your lips as you listen to me, because I am the keeper of all secrets.
Ooh.
I am the locker of all truths.
Ooh.
I am the discoverer of stuffs.
Ooh.
I am a half-elf druid. I love the earth. I hardly ever wear shoes. But when I do, I wear very high heels.
She is on WikiFeet.
And I am on WikiFeet, which was a new discovery for me last episode. I wear this as a badge of honor. I would say IMDb. No more. I now just say WikiFeet me.
Hi everyone, I'm David Sant. I run the world like Beyonce taught me, and I like to constantly joke that I don't have a career, but I just checked my Spotify earnings of all time on DistroKid.
Oh?
And I have earned $21.86.
Hell yeah!
We can
That's
get
not
4 hot and readies, man.
Okay, that's what
Dude,
I'm
on Spotify,
saying.
that's like
Rolling.
18 million streams.
I'll be having lunch with Taylor Swift, so if we need to wrap this up pretty quick.
Okay. I know we need to figure out why Huck is dead, who poisoned him, all of that stuff. But I just really need to know, Zippy, why did you give me Viagra?
Focus on the task at hand, okay? There are priorities here, and that is not important at the moment.
We are putting a pin in this because we're going to get back to it, because I am curious.
What happened? I heard screaming. I left the room. We came. What did he do right before he started foaming at the mouth and bleeding from the eyes? Yes,
I have the
Posey
same
with your hand
question
up.
too, because Edwin and I just came barging back into the space.
I don't know, he was just choking and then he passed out and he fell on the ground and he's dead. Again! Huck is dead again. Huck.
He's sleeping?
No, Edwin, he's dead. Did you not see it? He's
Greenish
died.
foam
Look at him
coming
right
out
now.
of his mouth, bud.
And you've already seen him die like this before, or experienced this before, right?
Yeah, in a field. I think he was throwing up. It's the same thing he did like this. He was throwing up, and then now, but this time he's not moving. I think this is dead. This is death.
This feels indicative of whoever might have murked you. Like, why would they want to get rid of Huck?
I don't know. I don't know why. The only thing I can think of is that he's my friend, and everyone here hates me, and that's why they would probably kill him. Is they would poison him because I loved him.
Wait, so Huck is dead?
Oh my gosh.
I'll give him mouth to mouth. How about that?
No.
You know what?
Sit here. Where's your juice box?
How old do you think I am? It is over there.
I have a little bit of medic training from my time in the Corps.
Yeah.
I have a lot of experience with mild poisons.
Okay.
Lucky's a drunk.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a medicine check for me. We never get to roll medicine in D&D these days.
Investigation's +6, medicine's -1.
Oopsies.
Well, it didn't really matter, though. I got an 18.
Really? Okay. So with your experience as a long-term alcoholic, you're able to tell there is problematically no detectable difference between the wine you drank and the wine Huck drank. So if there was a poison in this wine, it is colorless, odorless, tasteless.
Okay.
Whoa.
Lucky, swirls the goblet, can't detect anything, sniffs it, does the little finger dab, little tip of the tongue there, and then he turns and looks at Auntie and says, "So, Auntie, what do you know about this?"
She has not moved her gaze from the body of Huck, and she is so tense, it feels like if you poked her, she would snap. She's been gripping her goblet so tight that it's actually cracked in her hand, and you can see a little trickle of blood going down her wrist.
Mom, you good? Mom?
Your voice finally snaps her out of it, and she looks over at you, and she says, "It's gonna come for all of us, one by one, till there's none of us left. Did any of y'all see anything? Did something come from behind? Did the room get darker? Did the candles flicker? Anything? What have you seen?"
I look at her in her eyes and tell her, I'm very familiar with poison. I've seen this many times before. This is poisoning. This was intentional. Somebody took him out on purpose. Who do you know who would want to hurt Huck?
The butler did it. It's always the butler.
That's in the game Clue sometimes.
But I do think he might be onto something. If this was a poison, if this was...
It's the butler.
Okay, why do you think that?
I read stories, and
Okay.
it's always the butler.
Okay.
Did Pendleton not like Huck, or did Pendleton have a reason to get rid of Huck?
Nah, Pelton's always been nice.
Auntie says, "You go on, talk to Pendleton. I got something to take care of real quick." And she runs out of the room.
I just want to recount to everyone what I've learned in the library.
Oh.
Big
Just
shape
tell me really
thing.
quick.
It's like the thing that you saw that kind of sent you into a weird tizzy.
I don't even know what I saw.
Yeah, so check it out. And I pull out the pages and I try to recount what I can. That shape that's coming has to do with some giant family sacrifice that happens every 25 years. I saw the exact same shape on Delilah's shoulder, the cross with 3 lines in it. I wonder if Huck has one on him.
Let's look. I start undressing Huck.
Okay, roll a group investigation.
22.
7.
8.
As in that 20.
Nat
14.
20. You, I guess, remove his clothes. And at least from what you're able to see, there's no mark on Huck's body.
Interesting. Okay. Well, that's what I grasped. And then I'm like, okay, whatever that cross is has to do with this big sacrifice. It would make sense that Dad is behind it. Also, the business documents, all fake. They're just like nonsense. I see these things all the time. So something shady is going down. And I wonder if it has to do with the source of like your wealth and income. Anyways, can I read from the book?
Ooh, okay. Every time you read from it, there will be a small yet increasing chance that you will go insane from the arcane power of this manuscript. And so you can choose to read from it as many times as you want. I'm just going to have you roll a D100.
Okay.
And the number that you have to get above is going to increase every time you try to read.
I take off before he starts reading.
Oh, okay. So you split off from the group.
Nice.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll a D100 for me.
97.
No way. Okay. With absolutely no adverse effects whatsoever, you begin reading from this book. And with a voice that is your own, but also not, you say out loud,
In the ancient days, many believed Kaifon was a guiding star, but Kaifon often betrayed those who relied excessively upon it. In times of need, even when prayers to the gods failed, some still offered their pleas to the stars for help. On rare occasions, Kaifon listened and sent one of his emissaries. The emissary seemed at first to be a benevolent force, aiding its followers. But not long after, chaos and depravity became common in the regions the emissary had appeared.
and the illustrations in the book show depictions of cultists ancient of days praying to a moving star in the sky. And as this star moved, it became in alignment with different planets in the solar system. And as these alignments occurred, there are depictions of this emissary moving from the star to the world you live on. And that's all you're able to read so far before the text begins ripping at your consciousness and making you feel like you're splitting in two, and you're like, all right, that's enough for now.
Okay, I don't know what's going on, but I'm feeling like something's ripping at my consciousness, threatening to split me in two. That's the only way I can explain it. I'm sorry. Whatever this text is, has got some power behind it, and it sounds like is behind whatever's happening with your family, Delilah. Someone is, if I had to guess, trying to sacrifice you to please this force, maybe?
Yeah.
But why would they kill Huck? What would they gain?
I don't think that this force has anything to do with Huck's death. I think this is two separate things. I'm going to run off and find the butler.
I want to go with you to the butler.
I'll go with Zippy. to
I grab the pram and I say, boys, you come with me. So stupid. So stupid. I grab the pram with both hands and begin circling it around, carefully around Huck's dead, oozing body.
Wait, before you do, I reach down and grab the empty vial and I pour some of the wine into it and then put the stopper in it and put it in my pram with me.
Is that for later? Because I like wine too, but I don't think that you should drink that.
I just collect things.
Okay.
Something killed this dude.
Okay.
I'm not taking one of the carrots.
No, you've got problems. It's fine. We're coming.
Actually, I'm going to stay with Delilah. I don't want her to be alone.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Okay, sweet.
We leave the room to go find the butler.
Okay, sweet. So we're going to go Auntie's way first. Go ahead and roll stealth for me, Lucky.
Okay. 12.
Auntie begins frantically running down the first floor hallway and up the staircase to the second floor, exactly the path that Papa took earlier. You follow her up the stairs undetected.
I assume rolling a 12, like, as I was going up the stairs, I, like, bonked into a plinth and, like, had to save a vase. It almost fell, and I grabbed it, and then I look and check, and she didn't notice that I made a ton of noise.
That's really good. Yeah. And as you reach the top of the stair, you see she's already thrown open the door to Papa's bedroom, and they're having a angry but whispered conversation with each other. And you hear Auntie say, I don't understand what's happening. Was this something you did? And he goes, what do you mean something I did? What happened? She said, Huck's dead. Already. How could this be happening so soon? And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. The solstice isn't until tomorrow. And she says, but everything's according to plan, right? We're going to make the sacrifice still, exactly as we planned it. And Papa says, yes. Now get on, go to bed, get rid of Huck's body. We got more important things to worry about. I'll see you tomorrow.
And as he's saying, I'll see you tomorrow, I very carefully sneak away. I've heard everything I need to hear.
What happened while I was gone? The uncle's gone and Dad is gone.
Yeah.
Daddy, Papa, what do we call him?
We call him Papa.
Yeah, so we bond over that for a second.
Papa. I mean, he's a Papa of energy.
Papa.
I mean, did you hear that accent?
Yeah.
And I touched his leg. Hairless.
Kind of gross, I'm not going to lie.
Ew.
If that's your thing, power to you. Wait, but what happened? Where did Uncle go?
So Uncle got in a rage and exploded and left the room. Not exploded actually, just emotionally had an explosion and left in a rage. And while you were gone, I followed Papa out of the room once he left. I tried to get some information from him, but he absolutely shut me down.
Dang it.
He went up into his room. However, I do think that we can get something out of the butler, so just follow my lead. I'm going to try to deceive him, but just play along.
Okay, the butler definitely knows something. If this guy was poisoned, he was the one that was preparing the food. Also, the butler he's like no secrets where other people don't. He's like in the shadows. If he cares about Delilah at all, or Edwin, or anyone, he's gonna give us something maybe.
Agreed.
I'll follow your lead.
Okay.
Have a butter knife in case something goes awry.
We rush into the kitchen, shouting the butler's name, which is
Pendleton.
Pendleton.
Hey, Pendleton!
Pendleton.
Pendy baby.
I didn't bring a corn dog. Damn it.
You're in a kitchen. You can get all the corn
All
dogs
the
you
corn
want.
dogs you want.
Looking around.
He pulls out a bag of State Fair corn dogs.
Frozen for extra sting.
Yeah.
We locate Pendleton in the kitchen.
He's not hiding, obviously. He's just washing the dishes from the dinner, humming a little song to himself.
We come up to him gently and we tell him, Pendleton, we've spoken to Papa, we've spoken to Auntie, and we've spoken to Uncle, and they've told us everything. We know that you love this family. We know that you're keeping their secrets and protecting them, but we need to understand everything that you know about the event that's going to happen tomorrow.
Roll deception with advantage.
Okay.
And while she's talking, I'm just nodding and trying to look as sincere as possible.
13.
Okay. He turns to you and he says, they've told you everything early.
I know it seems unusual, but there's things about this you don't understand, and they just said that we need to come to speak to you, that there's other parts that we need to know, and there's no time to waste. You just need to fill us in. We are trying to help everyone. We are here to make this better.
Tell me what's happened so far.
Huck is dead. We believe he was poisoned by the same person who poisoned him before, from the wine in his goblet.
He says, bring me the goblet. I might be able to help you there.
And I pull out the vial of wine that I brought.
He grabs the glass, he sniffs it, he takes a tiny taste.
And says, Viagra?
It is like Viagra mixed with the wine. Because the residue.
He takes a sip of the vial, immediately gets a semi.
Fast acting.
And he says, no taste, no smell, no color. This is exactly the wine I poured you. I do know of one poison that might have done this. How long ago did he die?
Moments ago, not long. We've rushed here straight after he collapsed.
Moments ago. And he looks up at the clock on the wall and notices that it's 12:09 a.m. And he says, midnight tears poison. It has no effect on the poisoned until the stroke of midnight. And at the stroke of midnight, it is certain death if the poison has not been treated in time.
Where would you get this from? Who would have access to this?
It's an exceptionally rare brew, must be brought from another country.
Who else had access to the goblets? If you poured the wine, who else could have put this into the goblets?
I don't understand who could have gotten here in time. They must have the vial somewhere. Search the house, please. You must be able to find this vial somewhere.
All right, we understand that we're running out of time. What exactly is going to happen tomorrow? I thank him very genuinely from the bottom of our heart for helping us, but I say we need to know what's going to happen tomorrow. In your own words.
I would love to tell you, but Papa can hear things in this house, even when they're whispered, even in the shadows. What I can tell you is that tomorrow night a sacrifice will occur. Roll a perception check, actually.
17.
15.
Oh my gosh, okay. When he says sacrifice, he glances over out into the room where Delilah is. He says, and it's too late for any of you to escape it.
Lucky comes running back in and
Shortly after we run into the room, because we're coming back to search for Delilah, so we're all back.
walks up behind them.
I'm just looking at his body. I'm just in shock.
I'm just next to Delilah, just like kind of like hugging her.
I gently put a hand on her right shoulder, not left, on her right shoulder and say, "Is your first time losing someone?"
I think I've lost a lot of people in my life, but he's the first one that I loved, and he's dead. Also, stop touching me. Get off me. What are you guys touching me for?
I'm sorry, I take my hand off her. I'm like, I'm sorry.
I push Edwin to the side. I guess we have to take care of the body? What do we do? Do we bury him? What do we do?
No, Delilah, take a breath. This is going to be hard, and it's going to stay hard for a long time.
That's what she said.
He did drink a shitload of Viagra.
That's only just now starting to deflate.
No. I made that Viagra. He is good.
It is
to go.
over 4 hours. He's going to have to call a doctor.
This was
It also
my
depends
special
on
brew.
blood flow, so...
This is going to be really difficult for a long, long time. You don't have to bury your friend. We'll take care of your friend. And I know this sounds impossible, but you should get some rest. We all should get some rest.
So I just go back to my bedroom and lay down while you guys solve why I'm dead? Absolutely not. I'm figuring this out.
I wonder if we can touch base with Uncle first. I mean, you followed Auntie. You got some information. We talked to Pendleton. Sounds like he's aware that a big sacrifice is going to happen. And I think it's you. You're the one who's marked.
I don't want to talk to my aunt. My aunt is crazy. She's
Okay, if you don't want to speak to anybody, this is what we need you to do.
Okay.
You know this space better than any of us. We don't know where all these rooms are. We don't know who's even in this house. We are looking for a very small vial, something that could contain poison. I start reaching around in my abdomen. Clinky, clinky.
Whatever
clinky,
killed
clinky.
Huck.
I pull out a tiny vial specifically for poison. I say, it will probably look something like this. Can you all keep your eyes out for something that would be on a person or in a room?
The question is, what killed Delilah? Obviously, it feels like these things are tied. Someone's murking people here.
Okay.
Can I risk reading another paragraph, maybe about how to stop this or how to maybe handle what's happening?
Yeah.
So I scoop up the body, and
Okay.
I look at everybody. I'm like, "You're reading more from the scroll? Cool, I'm out."
Very wise of you. Go
D100
ahead.
roll?
D100 roll.
52.
Okay. So you're feeling the effects a little bit more this time.
Okay.
But you are able to learn quite a bit more about the story.
To the benefit and detriment of the mortal realms, Kyphon has long been interested in the affairs of the material planes. To draw its attention from the infestations of the far realm, a ritual sacrifice could be performed in which the victim is inscribed with the sigil of Kyphon and their blood spilled upon a marble altar bearing the aforementioned mark. The summoning of the emissary will initiate a blood cycle to last until the total annihilation of the cultist's bloodline.
I grab the pram handles and start rocking the pram back and forth as if you were trying to soothe the crying baby. Shh, it's okay. It's okay.
Oh gosh, that one hurt. Yeah, that didn't feel good.
Posey, I think we should be very careful how much you read from that scroll.
I think you're right. But we learned some good things, right?
I think we need to go and find this vial. We leave to go and find the vial.
Okay, off to the servants' passages.
I look at Edwin and I say, Edwin, I think we have to go talk to your dad.
I think it's a good idea.
Through the servants' passages, you can access any room. You can go to the Great Hall, the kitchen, the parlor, the study, or upstairs or downstairs.
I'm going to go downstairs.
You find an access servant stairway in which you can go downstairs into the cellar of the house. You walk down a very old, creaky, narrow set of wooden steps and into a pitch black cellar.
I also have dark vision.
I always forget that. Find whatever, Lucky.
I can see 60 feet into the dark.
So you can see that this cellar is divided into certain sections. One wall of the cellar is dedicated towards wine and food storage. The center of the cellar is dedicated towards old and discarded and furniture that's not in use. You know, old sets of china and crates and things like that.
Sure.
And then the empty section of the cellar at the far end is set with nothing but a half-constructed coffin.
Lucky takes a second to think and goes, maybe I should put him in the... Now they're going to do a sacrifice. They're going to do something with that coffin. So I take Huck and I go over to all the discard stuff and I kind of scooch a chest of old china out of the way and sort of gently place him back there and then sort of try to cover him up with like an old blanket and some other things. And he's pretty well concealed back there. And then I wander over to the coffin and I investigate the coffin and the surrounding area because I have a sneaking suspicion there maybe there's a secret passage. I'm going to investigate.
Yeah, did you want to investigate the coffin first or the potential passageways?
I'll investigate the coffin first.
Roll an investigation for the coffin for me.
Pume. Well, my friend, it's a nat 20 plus 6.
What?
That's a 26.
That's so interesting.
Everything. I know what the wood is. I know what kind of tree it came from. I can smell the sherry on the craftsman's breath.
Ew. Okay, so you investigate this coffin and you see one of the biggest discrepancies with your surroundings is this coffin is not what you'd expect a Winthrop burial to be. This is a simple pine box.
Yeah.
Not even shaped. It is square, barely big enough for an adult person to fit into. It seems that whoever was intended to be buried in this coffin either has some place of dishonor among the family or is someone that the family wants to forget about.
Okay.
This is intended to hide a secret.
I pick up one of the little chunks of wood that's been cut and I kind of sniff it and I just go, interesting.
Why would they kill Huck? If this is a sacrifice for the family, why would they kill Huck?
When we took Huck's clothes off, we also searched Huck's clothes for stuffs, right? So
We
there's no
did.
vial in the Huck's stuff.
There was no vial in his stuff. Zippy, we gotta figure this out before tomorrow.
Yeah. Listen, I want to go to the mausoleum. I want to see this marble thing, the sacrificial stone thing that
plinth?
you read about.
Yeah, I don't know what it's like at night, but that thing got stopped. So if there's any danger out there, maybe we'll be able to navigate that.
I think that we should maybe investigate that in the morning. Let's keep looking for this vial.
Okay.
What other rooms have you not been to? I went down the hallway. I've been to the kitchen.
Went to the sturdy.
Where else should we look?
Where would someone keep a vial? Where would something, I feel like it would be either close to the person or I can't imagine it would be too far. Why would you just hide something tiny in like a outrageous place, especially in your own home?
I want to search the auntie's clothes.
The auntie's clothes?
I want to search. What if she has it on her?
Okay.
Maybe
With
we
her
just
wearing
hide
them?
here in the room, and when she comes to find Huck's body, we just schmooze her.
Oh, okay. We're both pretty sneaky people. Sleight of hand.
Okay, we're gonna check auntie's clothes. Or we're
Okay.
gonna.
When she re-enters the room.
Yeah.
I will say, Zippy, I don't know if it's Dad. the fact that he had flowers, maybe he did it out of necessity, but there's something tricky going on here.
No, I think I think he's got plots and ploys, but I don't think it had anything to do with killing Delilah.
Also, he's just kind of cute though too. So let's hope it's not him.
Those beautiful eyes couldn't cause this kind of damage.
Smooth, hairless skin.
She's coming. Shh.
Okay.
Auntie opens the door to the room and she looks in, still obviously shaken up, but it's clear that she's taken some time to recover herself, wash her face, things like that. All right, well, I guess first things first, we got to take care of the Where's Huck?
We
We
don't know.
We came here and it was gone, but we think that you need to sit down and just take a moment. You seem clearly disheveled, clearly
She was saying,
distressed.
Huck could be alive. Everything could be fine, right? Huck could be alive.
Perhaps.
Just like a couple days ago, someone tried to kill him, but they couldn't.
Right. Do you have any suspicions who you think it
who
might
tried
be?
to kill him?
I can only say what I think, but I can't say nothing for sure. I got it narrowed down. I don't know if I got a guy for sure. It couldn't have been Papa. It couldn't have been Papa. He doesn't, you don't think like that. He only does stuff he has to do.
Right.
It's either my husband or it's the butler.
Why would your husband have any desire to kill Huck?
My husband is a wild man. He's grown tired of the family and his traditions. I think he's trying to break the cycle somehow.
You both seem like such good people, and I think you deserve.
Honey, I think you can see none of us are good people in the Winthrop family.
What?
There ain't a good drop of blood in this ancestry. We gave that up a long time ago.
We feel for you, and I reach out to give her a hug.
She accepts your hug.
As I hug her, I feel all of the bits and bobs.
Vile. Literally. No, I'm just kidding.
That's what I'm looking for.
Okay, so you feel her up and down. I'm going to make you roll for stealth.
Okay.
And can I distract more while she's hugging her? Ask,
sure.
well, why would the butler want to do it? What could he possibly gain?
Nice. Okay, I'm going to give you advantage on your stealth roll then.
I got 14.
Okay, so you're feeling up and down her body, and you are free to do so because she is distracted by this question about the butler.
I'm getting in all the pockets.
She's very distracted tonight, very stressed out.
Crannies. I'm in there.
Not the crannies.
Scooch over. I'm coming in.
Not the crannies.
Every cranny.
I'm getting them.
I try so hard to hide the fact that I'm witnessing this. As I put the
Eyes watering as you stare.
As I put the aunt at ease with my familiarity with stressful situations. Anyways, you
Okay.
ask her why Pendleton? What would he possibly gain from murdering someone who's not even in the family?
It's not so much as he's the most suspicious as so much as it is he's the one I know the least about. He's been working for the family as long as I can remember and never done so without any sort of complaint, any sort of ask for a raise, any sort of demand for a better life. They got him in the servants' quarters. He's been here at least since I was born. There's something going on here. He's an old man, but I don't know. It's suspicious, don't you think?
I think you're onto something.
We agree with you.
Tell me more.
Does he have no other family? He's just here on his own?
Oh, he says he came from overseas. I don't know what the story is among his family, but he said he was honored to be in the service of the most powerful family in the region at the time. We used to be something a lot more than what we are now, I want to say. Something's been happening. Something deeper's been going on here.
Will you just tell me about Delilah's mother? Why do you think she ran off?
Delilah's mother might have been the only good thing to happen to the Winthrop family. She's a good soul. I know she never would have done something like this. That's why I suppose she took the boys with her when she ran.
The boys?
Delilah's 2 brothers. Hasn't she told you about them?
No.
Mama ran off with them. I don't know what's going on here. I always thought Delilah was the favorite, but her leaving Delilah here to be the sacrifice? There's something fishy about that. That's the first thing I've ever seen from her that leads me to believe she might be involved in some sort of happening here.
And I believe you. Might be onto something.
Okay, I'm going to call it there. You've searched her entire body.
And mind.
I release her from my embrace.
Okay, great. You've searched her entire body.
It squelches.
Entire body.
Oh, I looked.
She's
Remember?
like, grab the ankles.
Every
searched.
nook and cranny.
I even checked her weave. Like, I looked up in
I'm
that
like,
hair.
I'm like worried about Auntie's, like how out of it she is.
Like
No,
you
no,
had
no.
a fingy down her tube socks. Like
Got it.
everywhere.
There was a fingy. Fingy.
Ew, that's
I didn't
on
like
par with,
that.
I don't.
Phalange, like,
Not
don't
at
say that.
all. No. Okay, but I found no vial.
So you found no vial. The only thing you found is she had also stashed a butter knife in her dress for self-defense. Just in case.
What the?
I leave it there, and I grab the pram and tell Auntie, I'm just going to go put this little one to bed. And we leave the room.
As I try to look really cute and like, it's bedtime.
He feigns a yawn.
I'm like, and Auntie just probably looks a little disturbed. I don't know.
Yeah, weren't you just trying to adult flirt with her a minute ago?
No, I wasn't trying. I did it successfully, I think.
Baby carriage.
Can we just say, made me think Auntie cute AF.
Auntie said maternal instincts. Who?
Wait, question, was Auntie like...
You lost me at Fingy.
With our interaction, did Auntie enjoy the interaction she had with us, or was she like that they were weird?
Yeah, she felt genuinely comforted by you guys' interaction. She felt like there's finally someone in this house who actually cares about what is going on with her.
Ooh.
I feel like we have wooed Auntie. She's on our side now.
Yeah,
The
she
whole,
most
like,
definitely is.
Flirty baby, comforting friend vibe really worked.
I mean, it's a vibe, and we are leaning into it.
Let's try it again with someone
For
else.
good or for bad. So we leave the
Who
room.
doesn't love a squelchy, handsy hug?
I mean, it's warm and gooey in all the right ways. Okay, we pushed out of the pram. We're actually going to go in search of Uncle as well, but we disappear into the darkness.
Okay, sweet. So yeah, we're gonna hop over to Delilah and Edwin.
After hugging a human brownie.
Okay, I'm walking down the hallway and I'm walking really fast. And then I stop and I take a breath and I go, "How are you, Edwin?" Okay, enough. Let's keep going. We start walking down the hallway and we're charging. And we go right to Uncle's room and I
Straight to
start
Uncle's
banging
room.
on the door.
Okay, banging on the door, and the only thing you hear in response is,
I look over at Edwin. How do we wake him up? Are you going to wake him up? I'm going to wake him up.
You won't. No, I don't think we should wake him up, if I'm being honest.
Why?
He's a pretty heavy sleeper. One time, now this is a funny story. One time, I had like silverware in my hand. I have butter knives, and I dropped it completely in the room. Loudest thing. He didn't even bat an eye. He was still sleeping.
That is so funny. Wake up!
Okay, during the time that he tells this very interesting and very amusing story, thank you, Edwin,
You're welcome.
can we come to the room and try and sneak in the room? I'm
for
really
sure.
good at picking locks.
yeah, okay.
I just need a butter knife.
I have one. I pull a butter knife out of my tram like a hero.
I'm so glad
pram.
that you
Keeps
have
on
that.
giving.
Thank you. May I borrow your
Of course.
butter knife?
Just make sure you give it back.
Delilah, do you mind if I have access to that door? I'm going to try and break in and look for that vial.
Absolutely. Have the time of your life. Just ruin it all. Just
Okay.
break down the door, please.
Oh, no. I'm going to be so quiet.
So quiet.
Are you getting the vibe?
Quiet.
So quiet.
Yeah.
Why do we have to be quiet?
We don't want him to wake up whilst we search the room and his person.
But I want to talk to him.
Yeah, we get that. We got that. We all got that. Did you get that?
We got that. I got that.
So how about you guys quietly open the door and then I wake him up?
Okay, so unless you want me to use this butter knife on the last little piece of head that is holding on to your neck, you will shut your mouth and let me go in there and do what I need to do. Do you understand me?
Go ahead and open the door quietly. I'll be quiet right now. Can I promise you that?
Do what you need to
I
do.
think that's a good idea. We'll just take turns. We'll do a little search and then y'all interrogate Uncle. I think that's actually a really good idea.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll be nice. Like I won't be like
Girl,
mean.
You could do your thing.
Okay, go ahead and roll for big dexterity.
9.
The door's unlocked. So you begin picking at it with the butter knife, and it just.
Dang, you are good. Give me back my butter knife.
I hand it back.
I'm with you guys. I haven't left. I'm just warning you. No, I'm with you guys.
Okay, sweet. The door swings open, and you see Uncle just splayed out on his back. You know, all 4 limbs off the edges of the bed. You can see he'd snuck a bottle of wine into the room with him, and he just downed the entire thing before going to bed.
I thought there was wine in the bottle. I was like, score.
You get that little bit in the bottom that's like mostly backwash, but still a little bit of wine if you really
Worth
wanted
it.
that bad.
No, I don't drink.
I storm through the room. I push Posey. I push Ziggy. I'm heading straight into the room, and I just fling open his closet doors.
You see just a couple of suits that have been unpacked from a suitcase and hung in the closet temporarily while they're visiting. And you can see up in the top of the closet is some kind of curious implements. You see things like feather quills, what look like bones from maybe a chicken, several small wooden boxes with symbols inscribed on them. And you can recognize these as beginner's warlock tools for like very small, useful spells and things like that.
I turn to Posey. Posey, get over here.
Okay, roll over. Do you recognize any of this?
The chicken bones, the quill. I grab the box and I look at the symbol. How familiar is it to me?
It is inscribed with the symbol of the Triple Cross, the sigil of Kaifon.
Oh, shoot.
Do we have a moment? Are we like, oh my goodness?
We're freaking out. Oh my gosh, that's on my shoulder. It's on my shoulder. I then remove my shirt and I show the symbol to Posey. And it's on the box. Wait, Posey. The men in my family, I don't know a lot about my family, but the men in my family, they're somehow connected to this warlock thing with the chicken bones and the feathers and witch stuff, magic stuff. I don't know a lot about it, but I know that they're connected to it, but I've never been able to figure out why. Just recently, I just started to figure out that something was going on with the men in my family, but I don't know what they use it for. I don't know why they use it, but this is important to my family. This is crucial.
I open the box. What do I see?
You crack open the box and you see bone handle steel blade is a ritual dagger that has been just barely polished today.
As this is happening, I am still so quiet, tiptoeing. Like I've just taken my third step.
But every single step you take
It is on a
squeaks
creek.
horribly. Everyone else is stomping through the room and making no noise at all, and you're just like,
And I'm just like, call me Ninja Edwin.
So I'm still looking at Posey, and I'm like, so he put the symbol on me. My uncle did.
Maybe.
We have to wake him up. That's what we have to do. And
Because the symbol does mark a symbol marks the sacrifice.
Yes, we have to talk to him. We have to wake him up. I then look at
Well,
Zippy.
she's doing this and that, and he's creeping in. I'm fleecing the body.
Really?
Yeah.
Of Uncle?
I'm sneaky.
She knows everyone in this family so well.
For maybe the 85th time, roll stealth.
Come on, stealth. Can I get a bonus? Why don't I have good stealth?
It's because he's drunk. It's like an advantage in there or something.
I would say he's drunk, which would be an advantage, but you are rubbing his body up and down, which is a disadvantage.
Oh,
They can
nice.
That's how you
each other
search
out.
someone's body.
Well, I'm just checking pockets and I'm checking around his body. I'm checking to see
Right.
if he has the vial or
Fingies in
anything
the
on him.
crevices.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Nooks and crannies, actually.
And like, I've been in this room many times. Do I notice anything that's like out of the ordinary? That's like not usually there?
Yes.
What?
Sorry, I'm trying to think of how to say it. First off, what's your stealth roll?
9. It's not like I need to be stealthy with him right now. The man is passed out. I just want to see how, if I know where to look and what to look.
You're
and
right.
that.
I'm going to say you do not find anything on his body, but he begins stirring, reacting to the fact that he is being, fingies in his crevices.
Copy.
what kind of stirring is happening? I don't want to know.
Sean's being real thorough.
So Edwin looks around the room. Yeah, go ahead and roll investigation with advantage this time for you.
So 16.
Okay, so there's obviously the queen bed that Auntie and Uncle have been sharing for this entire trip, and then there's the kitty fold-out bed that's kind of like shoved out by the closet that you've been sleeping in.
Yeah.
And you notice that underneath the queen bed, there were a bunch of feathers and straw from the mattress that have fallen out of the bottom of the mattress and are now on the floor.
I buck 20 towards it.
You, I guess, crawl under the bed to investigate?
Yeah.
I see him under there and I join him.
Okay, you guys crawl under the bed and you see that a small incision has been cut into the bottom of the mattress. And every time Uncle shifts or snores especially loudly, a little bit of stuffing falls out of the mattress out onto the floor.
Weird.
I reach my hand up and investigate inside. My 2 fingers making the hole a little bit bigger and try and reach around, see what I
She's
can feel
really good
inside.
at that prodding with them. What'd you call it? Phalanges?
Face in the crevice! You reach your hand in and you pull out a vial of colorless, tasteless, scentless poison, half full, 1 dose left of the midnight tears.
I look at Edwin, elated that we have found what we're looking for. I turn to Edwin and whisper, "Do you see what this is?"
Toothpaste.
listen. No, come, get out of the bed. Get out. We slide out from under the bed to join the other two.
I am looking at the dagger. Is there blood on the dagger? Oh, it's clean, right?
It's
cleanly
perfectly
polished.
clean, just been polished today.
And we could tell. I'm
Yeah.
like, this has barely been cleaned.
I look at Posey, I go,
And I just nod like open mouth, like, oh, yeah, girl.
Wait.
This box, the symbol is here. This has to be like the sacrificial dagger. It matches your shoulder.
So Uncle?
I don't know, but I'm assuming yes.
We have to wake him up. I have to ask. What do you mean I have to ask? He chopped off my head. What do I do?
I think you're right.
Okay.
Who's there?
I look around and I just jump on him and I'm just like, I'm scared to sleep.
Brilliant.
I run out of
And
the
then
room.
as I'm doing that, I put like my hand behind my back, going like, go away, everyone, go.
I grab Posey. Are you gonna come with me?
Girl,
And I
roll,
wheel
let's
him out
roll.
of the room as fast as I can.
As I'm leaving the room, I'm like quietly going away and I'm furious, but then I stop and I turn and I scream, "You chopped off my head!"
It's half a life, but I'm still